It's time.
We back.
We're back in studio.
Full squad.
Full squad. Represent. We in here.
But still recovering.
But I'm good.
Oh.
Do you still remember what your buttons are?
No. Well, I don't know what page it's set on first. I want to make sure it's on the second. Yeah. Oh,
That's good.
Now you're
we're
good.
back.
Spencer.
Oh, shout out Mike Lance.
Shout out my clients. How you doing? All right, we in this thing. We're supposed to do a thing and a thing.
Thing and a
We're supposed to
thing.
say? Oh, what this is about? Yeah. I'm back. We're not trying to do that right now. Not this week.
This
week we have to dive into
Nosedive.
something
Head first.
that is more important than a recap for them or a prelude.
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 Is a prelude to the
The
prelude.
recap for us, is that what you're referring to?
I'm talking about the overall standings. That, by the way, I should have already won the overall standings statistically. And the reason for this, and we'll get into it, is because someone missed a week.
You missed like a half a week.
Missed half a week.
Half a week.
What happened?
Overall standings, J&J, we are tied 247 to 247. You
How?
missed half a week.
Well, that doesn't count then.
We gave you an extra win based off of your bottom picks down there.
Yeah, we audited it, and we are tied at 247.
Wait,
although
for
you
overall
missed
everything?
13 picks. Yes, right here, baby. Look at that, 247.
Well, yeah, but was he actually going to miss all 13?
No, there's no way in hell.
I mean, I'm just asking.
There's no way in hell he's going to miss all
If it was me, I'd be on your side. But
It's a
since
joke.
it's not, I'm
I'm
on his
just saying.
side.
I'm just saying, here we are.
Do we need to take a vote?
There's no way I was going to miss all.
But it doesn't matter. He missed them.
We've never ever
we're not-
gone 0-13.
We're not counting the wins. We're not counting the losses. He didn't. put the picks in.
Spain and the Euros.
I mean,
So
are we not going to PKs?
Oh,
We are now tied up
game
with
made
3
me
games to
sick.
go.
Hey,
No,
wait,
that's
wait,
not.
it's
Three
That's
games
fraudulent,
to go, baby.
That
Where's your
sounds
coin?
about as.
3 games to go.
It's just
that
a
is
coin
about
flip.
as
Yeah, it's just a
locked
coin
as-
It's
flip.
a tie. It's a coin flip,
It's a coin
guys.
flip. Whoever gets it,
Whoever gets
they're
the
winning.
coin flip wins.
They win.
Welcome to the NFL.
There you go.
What a plug.
That's right.
Segue.
liked that.
Segues.
We got 3 games, 9 picks to go. This thing could get tied up.
That's fair.
How could it though? The math is weird on that.
You guys have to
It's not
have
an even number.
You guys have to have opposite picks, basically everywhere.
But if there's 9,
I don't even know,
we'd have to have the same exact.
or
picks
the
for it to
exact
tie.
same picks.
Yeah.
Well, ain't happening.
No.
Ain't happening. So I'm just letting you know that James J.
Although
This is it. This is coming
We
down
did
to
these
this.
down
You
at the
notice
bottom.
I'm not even
Hot.
entertaining this.
yeah, but
Can we start the recap? What's going on here?
JMJ, did
Which
you
you know you're losing.
did you feel that you jinxed the Bills with 13 seconds left because you goonlocked last week?
What do we Goonlock on again?
The
Buffalo
Kansas
over.
City game.
Sorry, Buffalo. That's on us.
And
we
you
goonlocked.
you tried to change it and we
To the
wouldn't let you.
Chiefs. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
he tried
It's
to
your
take one
fault.
for the
We
squad.
did.
And
We
he,
get-
I can't
didn't let
believe
him.
that they went down the field that quick. That was
Oh,
awesome.
we're starting with that game because that makes no damn sense.
Also,
P.
one spring
Tyreek.
hits, we're gonna go out to Valley Stadium
and see if we can
and see if
reenact.
the 3 of us can snap the ball, throw the ball, and get 44 yards in 10 seconds because I don't think it's possible.
I can throw the ball about 70 yards.
No. You only have to throw it 12 yards, and then you got to run.
But you have to do it
That's
in
what
2
I'm saying.
plays.
You've
You
got to
have to
do
do
it in
it.
2 plays.
I
We're going to
can't
see if we
believe
can
that
reenact
happened.
that.
I don't think
we
The
can.
Chiefs were what, plus 1,300 to win that game at one time.
Yeah, they were.
And someone put money on it.
I don't even think that
wouldn't
we
you?
could reenact that
Why
if
wouldn't
you like
At that
run
point-
through
What?
19 yards.
Because
and
at that
stuff.
No,
point,
it
they
wasn't.
were-
No,
they
not
just
that
were like
late in the
$5.
game.
Oh,
At
early?
another point
Early on.
earlier, they were plus 1,300
I was
to
like,
win
you
the
might,
game.
why not at that point? But yeah. So we're not even starting with the Saturday games. There was a clear divide in who screwed up the most from a coordinator standpoint in these two days. Saturday was offenses, and we had a long discussion about that going into Sunday, and it was defenses. Defense coordinators, to me, specifically in Buffalo, lost that game. Nothing else. I can't even get credit to anybody else, except for the defense coordinators. On both sides, by the way, lost that game. But there's 2 plays. Obviously, Tyreek Hill giving the peace sign while he's behind someone
That was
running
awesome.
right by him. I don't understand how you can be so fast.
He's so fast.
That was a linebacker.
He's so fast.
I don't care. No, first of all,
It was.
the second guy was a linebacker.
Well, yeah, but the other guy,
one
he already
who-
toasted the one dude.
Yeah, I mean, by the time that he was toasted. But like,
Right.
how are you so fast?
He was at the 17,
And just
and the other guy was at the 14.
you would think that with an angle, he was just he knew he was so okay. Anyways, but the defensive call on that too, like why are you manned up?
Well, yeah, but
That heart
I mean, they were
was
doubled.
zero.
They
They
doubled
doubled.
him though.
They did, and you missed a tackle.
Well, the
wait,
corner.
are you talking
can't let
about
him
how
get beat.
someone got
You can't let
manned
him
up
get
and
inside,
You can't let him get inside.
or you got to
Happened twice
tackle him.
this weekend, didn't it?
Like
Didn't somebody else man somebody up and get burnt?
They didn't man up. They were in cover 2 man, meaning that it's a double team, and the double team's getting beat to a spot where you can't get beat, and then the safeties are getting scorched because they're playing terrible angles.
correct.
I was
His
talking
angle-
about
that
the
angle
Cooper
was-
Cup one.
No, that's the same
That's
thing.
the same
Same thing.
thing.
Like they just ran through the safeties, and the safeties are going,
What?
"Oh, you think
But-
you're
Let
gonna throw
Cooper.
it out
So,
let me
there?"
just
you know
let
what's-
Cooper Cup.
Oh, shit.
There goes Cooper. Let me just let
goes.
go
You know
ahead,
what's
Coop.
you know what's
Go ahead, Coop.
interesting about that Kansas City game though is technically looking back, like the taunting rule was basically made because Tyreek Hill
Because
was
Tyreek
doing
They
that,
didn't call it.
and
I'm
then he
surprised
does
they
it
didn't call
in
it.
that game, and it doesn't get called.
I'm really surprised they didn't.
I don't think the ref was.
I don't think-
Maybe
in a
he's so
position to
fast
see it.
that the ref didn't see, and
The
it was
ref
just all
still
blurred.
25 yards down the field with his head down, trying to keep up.
Like, yeah.
It's like,
Form running.
By the way,
Yeah.
being that linebacker just had to have been the worst because, like, not only is he following his man way further than he ever should.
like, I got the
and then
angle.
and then he went, oh, shit. I could go, oh, no, toasted. Not even close. I don't even think he touched him. I don't even think it was, I mean, good Lord. So but then you're Buffalo, okay? Offense just scores a touchdown. There's 13 seconds left. 13 seconds left. They're on the 25.
13
seconds left.
well, let's start with a kickoff.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of
I'm okay with
They,
it.
they talked about it.
I'm
the
okay
fact that
with
you can
it.
fair
No.
catch it kind of takes some of that away
Yeah, it does.
because you can't squib it, so they start at the 40.
I'm okay with what they did. I really am. I mean, yes, you could have been a little more efficient and did like a kind of half pooch where they couldn't really have fair caught it and it bounced around. You could have done that, but you
Right.
run the risk of it going out of bounds on the
Right.
40.
Right.
So I'm okay with that. Mainly because there was 13 seconds left.
Yep.
There's 13 seconds left. It takes, on average, a play that goes maybe 10, 20 yards, 5 to 6 seconds.
Yep.
And that's like being pinpoint.
Even with timeouts. Which they did have.
So we say that. Let's go with an average play, 20 yards, 5, 6 seconds. Okay, they get 40 yards and have 1 second left.
Right.
Where does that put them?
As a would have been 54-yard field goal. Mm-hmm. But I mean, still,
That's
like,
worst case. In my mind, in that drive, I'm going worst case, it's 50
Right.
plus. Has to be 50 plus. They decide to, hey, let's go ahead and give up the seams, which is the easiest, fastest way to get the ball from quarterback's hand to a receiver. It's right there in the seam. And
Uncovered,
then,
untouched.
uncovered, not even close.
Right.
And put all our guys on the.
Throw it on the ground.
What's that black thing? I think it's your chair. You're going down.
That's fine.
Going down.
Just
It's it's part of the handle.
you're good.
And then put everyone else on the sidelines to protect the sidelines because that matters.
Yeah, when you
With
3
3
timeouts.
yeah.
Cool.
Well,
let them go out. Make them go out.
timeout.
Yes.
To set up.
So
like
I
that.
thought I was like, oh man, they're going to switch it up.
Figure it out. Oh, it got worse.
It got worse. Okay, so then you do it once. You do it once. Now they're at the 50. Now you're probably saying
no,
you
they
know
were
what?
still at the 40. They got 19
40,
yards.
They got 19 yards. So
They were on 44-yard
44
line.
yards.
But you still had
at
to
that
get
point,
20 yards.
At that point, you're going, okay, let's play a little tighter, make
Right.
him hold the ball a little longer.
right.
No, they do the same defense. Exact same defense.
Yep.
I don't know what was going on for that D coordinator. I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense. And then on the second time, like those are the ones that as a player, we had one similar in high school where I was like, we should have just audibled as players.
Right.
And that's one of those ones I bet they reflect on and go, you know what? We should have just said, coach,
Screw it.
nah, we're going manned up.
Kelsey was the only guy on that side of the field.
I know. I mean, no one's around him.
They had him bracketed though.
Oh, he was not being
Surrounded.
We
outside
also
and deep.
know that
He wasn't going to score a touchdown.
you guys know they wrote that up in the dirt too, right?
Well, he
you
just
talk about
there
that?
wasn't
There
going to
was
run an out route.
There was no dirt.
He was going to
writing.
run a seam route.
He
was no
told
dirt
he
writing.
told Mahomes, I'm not running what they played. I'm going to run something.
Right. I'm not going to run to the sideline because that guy's standing over
something
there.
else.
Yeah, and then he says, "Do it, Kels. Do it."
Right.
In this cadence.
So that's not. That's. I think that's the definition of run up in the sand.
No,
Right.
it's just common sense.
But, like, if
just
no-
run to the empty part of the field, and he'll throw it.
Yeah, but I mean, common sense. We definitely.
Nah,
this
you're right.
This year in the NFL, we
You're right.
cannot
You're not
count
wrong.
common
You're not
sense
wrong.
for coaches or players.
Agreed. Okay, fair. But so we go back to it. This defense doing things that just don't make sense.
You know, that prevent defense just preventing you from winning.
Everyone's going to say, well, what would you do? Well, worst case, if you want to play that defense, go bump the receivers like most prevents do, is they bump them to waste time. All you had to do was waste a couple seconds. Mm-hmm. Your D-line was making Mahomes scramble all game long.
Right,
Why
but they
not
still
relay
rushed 4, which there was no reason to rush 4.
Well, yeah, there is if you decide to play defense because you want to get some
Well, you
pressure.
might as well rush 5 at that point then
But at
because you're
this
not
point-
covering anybody.
Well, yeah, at this point, you might as well blitz everybody.
Yeah.
What was the point? I
Same
don't
thing.
understand. Just 2 safeties and,
Bring
let's
8
go.
and have the
Let's
3
see what
guys back.
happens.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Same coverage you were playing.
They lost the game. But Josh Allen balled out. It sucks too because he had 9 touchdowns. I think the record in the playoffs is 11 total. Yeah. He was about to murder that, and he deserved to. He played well.
Jimmy Garoppolo gets to play this weekend, and Josh Allen doesn't.
Who's that?
Exactly. I mean, just take that in.
So that's my recap.
We have to watch Jimmy G play another game, and we don't get to watch Josh Allen.
Yep.
There was so many tweets of saying like, let's just cancel the rest of the playoffs and make those guys play a best of 7 series.
Right.
I'd watch it.
That's a lot of football.
I'd watch it.
It'd get really preseason-ish.
But here's the thing.
Let's go best 2 or 3.
That game was. I asked you guys Friday at lunch, Ryan and JMJ, if you could only watch one game, and
Bills Chiefs.
it was Bills Chiefs. So
Bills Chiefs.
I think Ryan said Rams just to be difficult. But
I said Rams.
Just
Bucs.
to
that was
be
a
a
great game.
dick.
But either way,
it ended up being it was not a great game.
it was the game that was built up the most of those games.
Oh, absolutely.
And very
Sunday
rarely
night.
do those games deliver.
And it did.
And that game over-delivered.
Oh, absolutely.
Which was impossible for it to do.
It really did.
And it did.
It did. It was awesome.
So like all of that being said, that game was an absolute amazing watch. If you had a dog in the fight, you were either like the roller coaster you had to go through if you were a Chiefs or Bills fan, and the heartbreak afterwards. Yeah. It's like my wife was heartbroken with 13 seconds left. Like she walked out of the room and I had to yell at her after the Hill play to come watch because they still had a timeout and I think they had 8 seconds, and I'm like, they can definitely. I mean, Butker's got a leg. They're getting into field goal range if they get. And she comes back in, and then she starts jumping around, and I almost had tickets to that game too, which is crazy to think about.
28 points or something like that in the last minute and 55 seconds.
I was super for 5 minutes. I thought I had tickets to the game on Saturday night.
5 minutes.
My father-in-law has season tickets, so he was at the game. He's got another guy, I think family got COVID or something, so they had 4 tickets available. They were selling them at face value, which is $135.
Oh, that's an easy.
That's cheaper than I went to the Bills-Chiefs game earlier in the year. And I'm like, yeah.
That's an easy
And so
drop.
he's like, oh, yeah, I'll just shoot the guy a text.
Yeah.
Turns out the guy had told him on Thursday that he had him available. And I'm
So
like,
they're clearly not available now.
Correct. But like in my mind, on Saturday night at 7:45 while
have
I'm
a real
watching
good shot.
the Niners Packers garbage game, I'm thinking I'm going to the Chiefs game on Sunday for like 5 minutes. And then I would have got to see that
That'd have been sweet.
in like section 120.
That'd have been fun.
And now,
I kind of feel for you.
so
You would have got to see your boy Josh Allen twice in one season.
oh, yeah. I was such a Bills fan too, and I was like, what am I doing? Like what being and I was like, Josh Allen's just a baller.
He's
Like
a baller.
Not that Mahomes wasn't like Mahomes is fun as hell to watch too, so don't get me wrong, but
I think the difference for me in that was Mahomes was doing it because he had to. Like
Right.
he was running for his life, and he's really good athlete of doing so.
Right.
The throws, I'm not talking about the throws.
Right.
Obviously, we know what he does there.
That throw to
But
Tyreek.
like Josh Allen was like
How the hell did
everything
he do
was
that?
under control, and everything was just. It was aggressive. They ran so many quarterback sweeps and powers that I was like,
it was like watching like you call it like not a slap in the face, but like 2A or 3A high school football when like you just have the best athlete on the field.
everyone blocks
That doesn't
for him.
happen in the NFL.
No, but
like
sure
we're just
did.
like, oh hey, we're just gonna get this guy the ball 40 touches and we're gonna win the game because he's better than everyone else.
that's exactly what they did though.
And the fact that Allen has become that,
when needed, not always.
but like Lamar Jackson was that guy for the Ravens, but he couldn't throw.
Can't throw. Yeah.
And he can throw a little bit better than he could, but Allen
Not
is like
Allen,
becoming above average to even elite passer on top of being 6'5", 240 truck stick. And still faster than everyone as well, and hurdling
Everybody.
his own teammates and other people.
It was
So he's just, amazingly fun to watch, and super disappointed that I'm going to see him play again this year.
our recap on that. We Goonlocked with Buffalo moneyline, Buffalo spread, and total the over. Hey, we got the over.
Got that over.
We're 13 seconds and a stupid ass D coordinator away from getting it all.
Yeah.
All of it. Okay.
I still think
That
the
was
Bills
exciting.
were the right play.
Oh, absolutely.
So they
how
they
could
were
you
talking
not?
about it.
Right.
They were talking
The Bills
about it
were the right play.
on live television. They were saying a stat: the Bills were 12-0 in 2 possession games and 0-6 now in 1 possession games.
They never won. They didn't win a game all year that they didn't win by double digits.
Well, I'm going to blame
And still haven't.
their defense coordinator on that.
That's fair.
Because that's exactly where that falls. That lies on that.
Mm-hmm.
The defense. That's it.
No doubt.
And they're pissed off about that. So that'll be fun.
It's
next
so
year.
hard to
It'll be a
blame
fun little thing.
blame Leslie Frazier in that though, because they did have the number 1 defense all year.
But we said we were.
You could have the number 1 defense if you can't close out games. When you have 2 possession lead, I don't give a shit if you have number 1. It don't matter
You
at
got to
all.
go back to
You got to win it.
both defenses, and you look at how many times were we texting back and forth during the game of that was the game with the most almost sacks I've ever witnessed in my life. On both sides.
On both, it was crazy.
There was at least 5 times on each team where every other quarterback in the NFL, maybe sans 1 or 2, that are sacked 6 to 8 times in that game.
Oh, absolutely.
Burrow got sacked 9 times, and he should have been sacked 4 or 5. He held onto the ball too long in the Titans game. He should have thrown a couple balls away or gotten away, and he didn't, and he got sacked 9 times. Allen and Mahomes should have been sacked based on how the rush came. It contained them, but they went up in the pocket, out, back, like just Sixth Sense stuff. Like we're swiping and missing.
Everything. It was nuts.
I mean,
It was
Allen
really
had
cool.
4th and 4.
By the way, very
And
frustrating.
he
as a defender.
Houdini'd the Chiefs at 4th and 4.
Yeah.
And then got the first down. And then went 4th and 14 where Gabriel Davis broke the dude's ankles. That was a sick route.
So, hey,
That was a
receiver.
Minnesota
I ran that
Viking.
thing back
Have
like
you ever ran
Ex-Minnesota
a route like
Vikings
that?
Mike Hughes.
Boy, that
got wrecked.
Wow.
He got wrecked on that route.
It was so violent, too. The way he got wrecked, his body violently broke.
The fact that was a 4th and 14 route, and like I get why, because he's protecting the sideline at the sticks. I mean, I almost tore an ACL watching. I ran that thing back like 3 or 4 times.
I don't get
was like,
if that's me. I don't get up. I don't get up. I've twisted something. I'm not getting up.
Also, I mean, we got to talk a little bit. I mean, Gabriel Davis went for 201 and 4 tutties, guys.
Yeah, he.
Playoff records.
Somebody actually
Video
bet on
game
that, too.
numbers.
Yeah, they did. They
who
put some
is-
good monies on that.
If to him they scored 3
Where did
They
he
put
come from?
$100. They put 50 on a first tutty,
Right.
50 on a second tutty, and they ended up with like 5K or something.
And they put something on him to score 3 or more touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
obscene. Why would you ever think that?
I
Damn
didn't.
team.
If you would have asked me, if we were sitting here last Tuesday and you would have said Gabriel Davis plays for,
I would have no idea.
I'd have said the Bears.
I would have said who? Is it a
Because
basketball
I know
player?
they had a
I would've
Gabriel
asked
once.
is he on the Iowa Barnstormers?
That was his last name.
Wait, where did
the
he
only
go
way.
to college? Did he get drafted? Like how long?
He went to the University of.
He's their 4th receiver.
Oh, he just.
I have no idea.
He went to UCF and was drafted in the 4th round of the 2020 draft.
All right.
Ball.
Yeah, cool.
Out.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he just went.
Well, Tyron went down, and it helped too. Him going with it, that's gonna hurt them this
Yeah,
week.
well, it's because you know who our boy Dan has to play more. Ugh.
Not a good
Old,
idea.
old Danny boy is gonna get.
I don't remember what play it was, but it was soon after, and he went in there to make a tackle, and he went in the most awkward thing I've ever. I don't even know how he did it. He like slid before the receiver or running back came, slid and like got his neck like this, and then just got rolled over. And I was like, Danny boy, what is this?
I red flagged him earlier in the year, by the way, and they still haven't caught on to the message of
My Lord.
I mean, the Rams brought in Eric Weddle out of 2 years of retirement, and he's better than Stance.
He did smack somebody late in the game.
Tried to get it tried to give him a first down.
He also gave up a touchdown. So
He did.
Well, I mean,
there was that.
after 2 years of retirement, you shouldn't be good. Like, there's a reason you're retired.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. All right. I guess we can go to the Rams. Tampa Bay. We'll just go, north because these are good games. The rest of them are.
Yeah, but that game wasn't even a good game. It was.
No, it was a blowout. Absolute blowout.
The Rams fumbled Brady back into the game.
Legitimately fumbled.
Yeah, 4 times.
We were texting about it. The biggest collapse ever. We were
And Brady was going to get so much credit for another comeback that was just garbage.
I was so upset already.
The guy left a 47-yard field goal short, and they fumbled 4 times.
One at the goal line.
Tell me how amazing Brady is.
One by their best receiver. One by the running back again.
And then the center snapped the ball backwards 25 yards. Best snap ever.
Obviously has best.
You can't snap. You can't shotgun snap a ball 25 yards.
It's so hard. Why is it going so fast?
Yeah.
This isn't a punt.
Yes, exactly.
That's what shocked me. Yes, I understand that happens. But usually it's like
shotgun snap
10,
a ball
12
25
yards.
Yeah, right.
The quarterback jumps on it. That was a legit shotgun bullet. Just I was like, how is it going so far? So
you catch a flyer out of the rough.
That's what he did.
Once in a while.
He caught a
flyer.
fly right out of his hand.
And when he wasn't supposed to snap it at all.
No. Everyone's looking around.
Stafford went to the sideline and said, I hadn't even called the play yet. So they had the protection in, but he hadn't called, like he was waiting for the audible. There was like 12 seconds left on the play clock. He was still waiting to figure out what they were going to call on the outside.
Called the play.
Yeah, the other linemen are turned around looking at him.
Yeah,
and the center thought he saw the guard do the arm thing where you're supposed to snap it.
Absolutely did not.
No, I mean, that ball went. And I'm like, because they just got a strip sack.
Oh, yeah. It was game. That was ball game. I literally said ball game.
That was for the 7th time ball game.
Yeah, and so then our other chat I have with the 5th years and guys I graduated with were like, oh, the Falcons fans saying ball game against Brady. I said, it is ball game. Like, this is it. Right. Like, this is the ball game. And I said, regardless, the Rams are going to lose this. This just makes no sense. You can't do that. And they almost did. Yeah, 47-yard field goal short.
And 4 fumbles.
3
in scoring position.
There was one point where I was like, "There's no way the Rams lose this game. This is
because they."
And I wasn't.
They shouldn't have.
But we were in an open practice with some of our guys. We needed to lose a little bit of weight. We were in an open practice and looked at the score. I'm like, okay, yep, the Rams got this. Boom, put my phone away. And then I get home and I'm like, wait, what's going on here?
Stupid.
Then we got blown cover 2, Cooper Kupp down the field, field goal, game over.
Lord. What was the safety doing?
I have no idea.
He clearly forgot it was cover 2.
And he also clearly forgot it was Cooper Kupp, I guess.
Well, did he also forget it was cover 4 because that's his quarter as well?
Oh, man, I was trying to think what coverage. A rolled 3? That was about it. That's about it. Yeah. That's all I got. Or man, for some stupid reason.
Which they weren't in.
Nope. They weren't. They were in 2.
He was.
Corners like,
that was the thing. The Rams didn't even have timeouts.
No.
If they catch a 25-yard dig pass, it's overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the only thing you can't do is what they did. That's worse. In my opinion, that was worse than the Bills-Chiefs, simply because the Chiefs had timeouts left.
It was worse because it was like a player doing something like so boneheaded. Mm-hmm. Play call was fine.
Because if the Chiefs don't have timeouts, they're not able to tie that game.
No, because it's over on that.
So, the Rams had to get a 40, 50, 60-yard pass. Like, they couldn't take a 20-yarder like the Chiefs could because they didn't have timeouts.
That was insane. So
to me, that one was worse.
I heard that,
coaching in the
that we Goonlocked on it, except for JMJ said, nah, I can't do the Goonlock.
Mm-hmm. On which one?
Which Bay Rams.
Which is why.
Which is his only loss.
That's why the Rams won, though.
That's why the Rams won. So thanks for taking that one. Didn't take the other one.
Proud of you.
Cheat it.
Thank you.
Green Bay and San Fran went so. I hedged on this, but I bet heavy San Fran, baby.
Yeah.
And worked out exactly how I thought.
Special teams,
and the Packers don't play well in big games. Do not tell me Aaron Rodgers is one of the best quarterbacks ever when he can't play in the playoffs.
Or against the 49ers.
or against the Niners. Doesn't own them.
He has vowed to beat them. He still hasn't.
Nope.
0-4.
He's going to retire.
I don't think he retires, but.
Goes to Denver.
But, so we all lost money line on that. Your boy, your DU boys got the spread. That's Cole and I, if you don't know that.
In the under.
In the undas. And the other two went OFA. It's a rough one. Mm-hmm. It's rough. Tennessee, Cincy. Wow, I didn't see this happening.
It was such a bad game.
That was a terrible game.
Like
What
what?
are we even talking about? It was.
You guys, they
What did
didn't
the
even,
Titans do? Nothing.
not the game plan that you do to win
They
that
did
game.
nothing.
I took the
Why
under
let
thinking
Ryan
that
Tannehill throw the football?
I took the under thinking that
terrible.
The first throw?
He's terrible. He's so bad. Why let him throw the ball when you have Derrick Henry
I
back?
have no idea.
Why are you
literally
doing that?
that's why I took the under is because they had
Julio was
Derrick
bad.
Henry.
So what? It's still Ryan Tannehill.
That's not why. But that's not why. I hit the under.
That's not why I hit. Absolutely not.
Why Ryan Tannehill?
I don't know.
So first
I don't
play of the
know.
game, you've got Derrick Henry, and you run play action, and he throws a curl route interception, which means that you didn't read the defense at all because
just threw it to
there's two
Julio.
cues.
You just
He
threw
came
to
out
Julio.
and said Julio's been open every day. This is
gonna-
exactly what happened. Julio's been open every day
On
in
this play.
practice when we ran this play.
I'm throwing
and it's
it.
part of my script. I'm going to go back. I'm not even going to look, and I'm going to throw it to Julio.
And this is
That's
what he
the
did.
only way that interception happens, and that is elementary as they get.
And I'm not even okay with. I'm okay with the play action if it's a deep shot that you can overthrow and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
or
but
it's-
like first play of the game, come out and set the tone and
Go
just
run Derrick
smash
Henry.
him
He
out.
hasn't
Yeah,
played in
downhill.
like
Like
half
give
a
the
year.
Man the damn ball.
give him 40 carries that game. That
Marshawn
was I'm
Lynch,
going
that
into.
guy.
How
40 carries.
pumped does that crowd get if Derrick Henry has like a hard fought 7-8 yard run
Right.
first play of the game?
2 or 3
It is-
yard. It doesn't even have to be
But
7 or 8.
right, but I'm saying like he runs through a couple guys,
Tone setter.
boom,
Yep. Run someone over, stiff on the shit out of him.
Like
You're in it.
Yeah.
That's what.
and your
what you
guys are pumped too. You're like, oh yeah, this boy
do.
back.
You go play action. And
so
you-
that happens. They're still in the game, obviously. The whole game they're in the game.
so it was not good.
The next interception, they went run 8 yards, run 16 yards, run 43 yards, trap screen pass, blitzing safety, interception. And you're on the 7 or 8 yard line.
Smart. I like it. It's
Now, you can or can't put that on, like, whatever. Like, the guy made a good play. I get it.
but
Why,
the play
why
should,
are we not
why is
just
that
handing
play?
the damn ball off? That was 2 runs for Henry, 1 run for Foreman.
Giving Foreman another one. Doesn't
Let's
get in. Get
just
Henry back.
pound the shit out of it into the end zone. Yeah.
This is the only thing that they should have done there.
The whole game.
The whole
The
game.
Bengals were not good on defense all year.
No.
Better in the passing game than in the running game. And yet somehow Tennessee'd them all over themselves.
So
Tennessee.
Cole
All
got one.
all over
on the
themselves.
Spread. J&J and Stoy went over. And Ryan got 2 out of 3.
I mean, ultimately, Tennessee did exactly what everyone anticipated them to do.
Yeah.
Shit the bed
Yeah, shit the bed.
as a 1 seed.
1 seeds didn't fare well. Let's put it that way. So overall for that week, J&J 3-9, 25%. Stoy and Ryan went 50-50. And Cole, 7-5.
5.
Overall, we were 45.83%. Would have hit over 50 if someone decided to show up at all.
All right. So
Did you parlay
He
any
was
of these
sick.
money lines with you? I really hope
Yeah,
you didn't
rough
do like a
weekend.
money line parlay with Tennessee, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Buffalo.
He did. I mean, he had to. No, I did. I did all of them.
I did a big one that had Tennessee, Green Bay, Rams plus 16, Buffalo plus 14 and a half.
My only one that hit was I did plus 14s on all of them. But all right, down
was my
below
biggest
money
play.
line lock. I had Tennessee. J had Tennessee. Those failed. We can both look. It's fine. Ryan and Cole had Green Bay. Those failed miserably as well. Spread lock
At least our pick didn't score an offensive touchdown, right?
didn't. No.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Just
Still,
gross.
Didn't.
still hasn't.
Still
Special
trying to.
teams is still the
Still
only unit
trying to do that.
who has scored for them.
Yep. Spread lock. I got the Rams. So did Cole, Ryan, and J went the pack. Obviously, clearly it didn't happen.
Nice job on the Rams.
Over under on there. Ryan and I got the Rams and the Tampa Bay over, and J and Cole didn't come close to doing the Tennessee Cincy over at 47. Close.
Well, Tennessee forgot to turn around and hand
And
the ball off.
to become the champ of the week, Ryan he picked the Rams in the dog, and he got it. So he got his 3 points. I ended up with 2 because our dog for J, Cole, and I all picked Buffalo, which 13 seconds. Yeah. So
12, 11.
10. So shitty shot for the week
7,
is on J&J.
6,
I still
5,
owe mine. So
4,
where's
3.
his shitty shot?
Right there. Chiefs just got 44 yards.
That's insane to me.
Exactly.
Last time I took a shot, I went home. No, we're not doing it.
You are the loser. Like this time by like you didn't tie.
I need a strong drink out of you then from your.
That's fine,
Whatever.
but I'm not taking a shot.
Well, take your
We need
sour
we
ale.
need a 9-second drink, guys, for.
Yeah, can you drink
Did you
for 9
super
seconds?
glue this?
Drink for 9 seconds? No.
We just want to see if you can drink for as long as the. What?
You super glue this thing?
Yeah, we did.
No,
It's weird. I think the universe is telling you not even try to open it because I'm not taking it.
he's
for
taking
him.
it, dummy.
It's for me, dummy.
Oh, you were trying to open the whole thing instead of just the lid.
Uh-uh.
This is things you don't tell you tell your kids not to do. Things your kids get put in timeout for, trying to open things with their teeth. Don't put that in your mouth.
Don't put it out with your boots, Ted.
It's fine.
For the audience, I hope my COVID can't taste comes in real quick.
You're good.
Bacardi lime, warm, so that's good.
It's not bad. It's not
Warm-ish.
terrible cold.
It's cold outside. Makes you warm on the inside.
Still got my COVID can't taste very much. Helps very well. It tasted like a flat, warm Sprite.
Oh, man, that's probably
By the way, not good. I want everyone to know that. And now the lid don't go back on because I had to eat it. Just beat it!
Please do that again.
Where's your white glove?
Damn it. Oh,
Here, you got it.
Here.
Yes. Got him.
Got him. Got him. All right.
All right.
So there's our recap. That was fun, guys. Let's
So-
do that again. Never. So this going into this week, we were tasked with one thing: our Super Bowl picks, and really being bold with it and putting bets on it. That's what Chase told us to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the hot takes or whatever the hell you want to do for this week. We're picking who's going to win, and we're putting our money on it.
I can't anymore. My two teams that I thought were going to be in the Super Bowl both got beat.
That's why. That's why.
I
he
still
said,
got my Rams.
Hey, let's go.
yeah. So we got to make sure to do that. Let's talk about these games a little bit. Cincy, KC.
I
I just want the Chiefs.
either game. I don't
Chiefs
really have a ton.
favored by 7.
I don't really get
in
that.
Kansas City.
I don't either. In Kansas City, 54.5.
Did
You don't get what? What are you
Did
not
you
getting?
watch Cincinnati
The weather's gonna
not
be-
block anybody?
Wait, what
last
is it
week?
that you not
I
get
al-
about that line?
I also watched Cincinnati
I know we're in the
3 weeks.
We're in the playoffs now.
3 weeks ago beat the Chiefs.
I get it.
What?
3 weeks ago
In the regular
Cincinnati-
season?
Yeah.
Oh. These teams are not
Good
different
setup.
beasts in the playoffs.
Hey,
Now they look the same.
No, they're not.
They actually look the same. However, saying that, the weather, just so we can talk about weather, is going to be 50 degrees and sunny. So, perfect. Absolutely perfect weather. Might be a little warm.
What are you going to show me, dum-dum?
I just
You better get tickets.
I'll probably get fake tickets again.
You probably will. Hey, you want to go?
Your
Yeah,
regular
they told us
season
last
hedge.
week.
Sorry, they're out.
What?
your regular season hedge here with the Rams, San Francisco.
It's because it's on the number.
Because it's 3.5.
It's the number.
Yeah.
But can
I
we
don't
stick
want
to the
nothing to
first
do
game?
with 3.5.
Can we
But
stick
yeah,
to the first game, please? One game at a
I want
time.
nothing to do with it.
I was talking to my barber, Tay. Shout out Tay. Clean cut, finally. Because it's been a couple weeks. It's not great.
So fresh and so,
fresh
clean.
and so clean. Ain't nobody know. So we were talking about this game, and I was saying that it's going to come down to me, one thing, and that's the defenses. And I don't trust KC's defense with Sorensen starting and Matthew probably out against Cincy's defense. Cincy's defense, to me, is better than KC's.
Who?
I mean, they're both not good.
No, I know. Who's out?
Matthew?
Isn't it just Matthew?
No, I call him Matthew.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew who you were talking about. I just never-
Man, did I tell you-
I never
I
heard
don't-
it.
I don't-
Like, that's what you
Matthew?
just saying it, how it looks.
Yeah, Matthew.
Okay,
I don't call him Matthew.
that's fair.
He doesn't look like a Matthew, does he?
No, Machu.
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 It's French.
I like Machu.
Well, he's not playing because he got his head a little wrong.
Is he for sure out?
Um,
I mean, I know
I
he didn't come back
mean-
in, but he's got to get clear protocol.
I mean, I don't know how you're gonna clear protocol.
Harder protocol to clear the COVID.
You took yourself out.
The COVID or the concussion.
Right? Probably concussion.
Well, these days, they've completely stopped testing for COVID.
He shouldn't be in, no, because if you self-diagnose yourself out, it's probably pretty.
Well, I mean, he couldn't stand up.
No,
on the field. So
I don't know how you clear that in a week. In a week,
I agree.
I think that's gonna be a problem.
I haven't seen anything
because you're Daniel Boy. No, it's Tuesday.
But
Daniel Boy.
I mean, ultimately, it comes down to last week. The issue for the Bengals was we can't protect Burrow. He got sacked 9 times, and Burrow's I get 3 weeks ago, he threw all over the yard against Kansas City, but they're just going to find ways to try to get pressure. Now,
but
Tennessee's back end is fine, but they're not.
But Tennessee didn't have
elite.
Crazy blitz either. They were just getting.
They shouldn't have to. I mean, you look at the pressure. Look at the pressure the Chiefs got on the Bills with 4, and Burrow is not getting out of that like Allen was.
No, but since he has a better run game.
Do they?
Okay. So does it slow him down?
I just disagree with that.
I disagree with that too.
They have a better traditional run game with running backs. Yes, since he has better than the Bills.
Is Mixon better than Singletary? Yes. But Josh Allen's
that's what I'm saying. If you throw Josh Allen into that, to me that's a different run game.
Right.
I'm saying your traditional
hard nose. But that's not why Cincinnati beat Kansas City.
No, not the first time. But you're going to have to do that in the playoffs.
I don't disagree with that. I just don't know if they can. If Chris Jones...
I don't either. I really don't.
With that front, if Kansas City plays... Here's the thing. My only thing with this is, does Kansas City have a letdown after the biggest roller coaster of emotion? That's the best game in NFL history.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be other games you want to throw in there, but it is in 100%. The conversation. How... And yes, you get to play at home again, so that's the only good thing, but how do you not have a little bit of a letdown after that game?
Because it's the playoffs.
Well, right, but to start the game, maybe.
Yeah. Since
Bengals go down the field and score.
Since he's front 7, comparable to the Bills.
Since he's front 7, no, they can't rush the passer.
Mm-mm.
And that's the thing is that I just don't think since he can score in the postseason with Kansas City. Right. So they're going to score 3 touchdowns, but
give up 10 sacks.
Kansas City's putting up 35 to 40 points in this game.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the biggest variable. The biggest variable is going to be Casey's emotional energy and physical too.
Right.
That game was way more draining.
Right, but you're getting. I mean, this is to go to the damn Super Bowl.
It is. I'm just saying. But
how old is Patrick Mahomes? He's very young. He's not going to have any what?
No, I'm not talking about their offense. I'm just talking about their defense.
I'm not. Yeah, no.
These guys are fired up. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're not.
Right.
Come on.
As I said,
this is different.
As I said to a couple of my
and then Green Bay and San Francisco played last week. They both were excited.
Joe Cool coming into KC. Smoking darts, breaking hearts.
Mm-hmm. Smoking darts, breaking hearts.
Oh, yeah. And I don't really believe
everything about that.
No, Burrow is not going to get rattled. He might get sacked, but he's going to be in it for the long haul, and they're going to be able to get some big plays against that defense.
Absolutely.
Jamar Chase, that dude in open space is as good as Tyreek.
Absolutely.
And he proved that last week.
And he's bigger.
But I just don't know if they can get him the ball enough to be able to do that. And I think
their game plan is going to be very interesting.
Kansas City's been there, done that, and I don't think Cincinnati. I mean, they're going to go back and they're going to try to win a shootout. They said we won a shootout last time, and we're going to try to win a shootout again.
No. That's logical thinking. Right. This year in the NFL, we've already addressed the fact that offensive coordinators. But
Cincinnati's not going to try to sit on the ball.
Do you think that they're going to try to establish a run first?
No, because Cincinnati wasn't expected to be here.
No, you're right.
So, I mean, Joe Burrow's been our dude. That dude's been throwing for 400 yards, 3-4 touchdowns a game. They're going to give Mixon his touches, don't get me wrong. Right. But, they're not changing game plan. We're slinging this bitch around the yard.
I wouldn't.
They didn't win the last.
It's going to be fun to watch.
They definitely didn't win the last game by giving Mixon touches.
I hope they both throw 50 times.
I think the sacks get to Burrow. I think he ends up with probably a pick or 2. And Kansas City, I just don't see with the experience and being able to rush the passer, which isn't elite by any means, but it's good enough against that offensive line.
Maybe.
And Bengals' defensive line is still banged up.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be able to rush Mahomes. I think the Chiefs do whatever the hell they want on offense.
The question is does Kansas City actually guard Jamar Chase this time?
Because
Jamar Chase had 266 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's the only reason the Bengals won that game.
I mean, logically, they should. Yeah. But
okay, fair.
But you never know. Right.
NFL, I mean,
any given Sunday.
I'll take the over.
I won't guard the best player.
I'll start with the over, and we'll go from there.
Oh, it better go. It better go over. I don't even have another word.
Chiefs might hit the over by themselves.
Right.
I don't see that. I see a 30-27 game. I really do.
First game had 65 points in it. Let's just.
I will throw that. Over.
I will throw that out.
Chiefs awful to score how many points last week?
Right.
And it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be perfect weather, no wind. It's gonna be amazing.
40,
so I'm not worried about
40.
Right.
The total. It's going over
fast
without.
Yeah, fast track. Guys,
it's going over.
Want to air it out.
It's just a matter of what that
42.
What will KC win by? It's at this point in the season, legitimately, since he has a shot, right?
Yeah. They're in the game.
They're not going to win the game, in my mind.
They got a better shot.
They can, but they won't.
Anybody else that's not playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, everyone else who's sitting at home.
But am I going to would I be shocked if Kansas City lost?
I wouldn't.
No, shocked.
Not with not their inconsistencies of the year and all that. No.
Like Kansas City has started to take care of the ball, which ultimately, like at the beginning of the year, what was Kansas City's problem? They turned the ball over 2 to 4 times a game.
Yeah. They didn't have an identity. They do now. I agree. That's not
Edwards
the open one. The open one's on the counter.
Has started playing well. Williams is out, so he's kind of come back in, filled that void.
I know what you're trying to do.
Well,
yeah, I agree. That's why for me, KC wins. I know it's a lot of points, but you got to give me Cincy on the spread. I think it's still going to be closer. It's the damn AFC Championship game. You don't get blown out in this game. You just don't.
I'm going with experience, so I'll take Kansas City on both ends.
Somehow really came. I can't believe that.
Bamboo for the win.
Blown them out.
Blown out.
America's champion right here.
Came back.
I'm spiking the controller.
Right.
Like
that's it. You're 21 skunked. The game's over.
Game over. And it should have been worse. It should have been worse, but he fumbled on the wall.
I think I saw on Twitter it was like, this game's like when the computer setting on Madden comes into play and is like, nope. Like we're the level of the field or whatever, and it's like, oh, that guy ran backwards instead of forwards and started glitching on the screen.
Right.
Like
that was the Greg Jennings holding his leg,
I saw that too.
Just hobbling down the sideline.
Look at that dude. All right.
So Stoy goes KC Cincinnati over. I do the same. KC Cincinnati over. JMJ KC over, and Cole KC over.
I like it. That's what the game should be. I agree.
Gosh, I hope I get to go to that game.
I hope you do too, sir.
If I do, I'll let you guys know.
Oh, you won't?
No.
You got to go live.
Not till after.
You have to go live.
I'll show up here on Tuesday and be like, oh, yeah, saw a sweet game this weekend.
What game was that?
Like that soccer game.
You saw that soccer game.
What's the soccer?
The KC Sporting?
Sporting KC.
Sporting KC.
Yeah, they played they played the New York Red Bullers.
Seriously, though, if you go, you got to go live.
I can do that.
We just got to get you the Twitter, get it hyped up. That'd be sweet.
Man, here's the worst part though. We're sitting in the living room and I'm sitting with my in-laws. My wife's sitting across, and her dad brings that up, and I look at him and I'm like, "We'll take the tickets." And my wife kind of looks at me like, "No," and I'm like, "This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for half the price that we went to a regular season game." And she's like, and I was like, well, I'm going. And she's like, no. And I'm like, she's like, you're not even a Chiefs fan. I'm like, this isn't about being a Chiefs fan.
It's football.
This is an NFL experience in Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah.
And then she's like, sits there for about another 5 minutes. And I'm like, so that's Knicks? And she's like, yeah. And then like 3 minutes later, she's like, text him. And I'm like, all right. But like, that's just like, wife things. That's like, and my mother-in-law goes, well, I think I can watch the boys.
Yeah. Thanks, mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Well played. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks for having my back.
I mean, I'm leaving.
There is no other choice.
I'm jumping in the truck with Gary, like whether
we are
there.
That
happens.
Oh, absolutely. You don't pass that up.
Yes. So I'm hoping for another opportunity, but David Ortiz is in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Good. Bonds?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out if Bonds and Clemens got in.
There was some good news today, though, for the NFC South. Sean Payton stepped down.
I know. I was trying to decide if I wanted him as a
Vikings fan.
coach.
My Saints grudge is completely lifted now, I think.
Rumor.
Bonds and Clemens, no.
miss again?
Yeah, they're off the ballot now.
How?
Because steroids, man. And sports writers are dumb. And that's why baseball's stupid.
Why? Okay,
That's why we don't talk baseball on here.
Breaking news. We're talking about baseball.
Ridiculous.
But I'm going to do this in a generalization. Hall of Fame votes. Why are they not by only former players? Why are they by these weird sports writers who most likely have they only have knowledge of watching. They never have knowledge of playing.
Well, also, and like, there's just a bias. Like, if you hate someone, you just get to hate them.
Correct. For no,
like, and you get
not
to
based on
not
stats
mark
or
the
any of
box.
that.
Like, Mark Burley might get into the Hall of Fame, but like Barry Bonds isn't going to be in the Hall of Fame. Do I want to go to the Hall of Fame and see anything about Mark Burley? No. Like, good job. You threw a couple perfect games.
Congrats.
You mean nothing to me.
Did you hit the most home runs?
Well, like, not
No.
like. Yeah, I mean, Sammy Sosa will never get in, but like those guys were people who changed the game.
Pete
And,
Rose.
like, that's what the Hall of Fame
People
is
know
for.
those rules.
People
those
that
names.
changed the game should be in the Hall of Fame. And
Pete
I don't
Rose
care what
should
you
be
did
in the
on
Hall of
way
Fame.
there.
Pete Rose will
Like,
probably get in before.
it's
Barry
not a
Bonds.
hall of like good people or or ethical like
It's game changers.
Like and that guy changed the game.
All of them did, and they're not going to get in.
But he was the best at all because steroids changed the game in general. That was the best guy on steroids.
Allegedly. Saying
Horse pills, whatever the hell you want to. Horse steroids.
Allegedly.
No, there's no allegedly. Your head doesn't get bigger
glove
on
didn't
accident.
The thing with
My head
him,
hasn't
though,
gotten bigger.
You must have
the thing with him though, and I think that that's probably
OJ in the basement.
Yep. You like
was
that? You
great.
like that?
That was
Yeah.
great. Go
Full
Bills.
circle, baby.
If the glove don't fit, you
I'm
must
back.
have quit.
Told
That
you I'm
probably-
back, baby.
that
was a good
probably
one.
Missed it.
the thing that aided to that and why he was the best though is
that
because
was
he was very, 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 very good
What are we talking about?
prior
Baseball
to
right now?
steroids.
The thing is,
Bonds.
steroids in
Yeah.
baseball,
Unreal.
You still have to be able to swing and hit the ball. I get the distance thing, but you still have to make contact, and that's not easy.
Yeah.
But okay, we're off that. Rams.
Either way, they're not.
Niners.
What's so
For the third time
I
this
do have a
season.
question on this one. What is this potentially some of the lowest seeded matchup in a championship game and how many years? Like I want to see those statistics.
Well,
6'4".
Google it.
6'4", those are pretty low seeds. Like,
Google it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, obviously there's some
I mean, the one seeds have lost before, and especially in this year.
right, but like 2-4 is the other side, so that's
everybody.
2-4 is not that, but the highest seed to make the championship is the 4 seed. Like that's
Which is why statistically, the Niners don't have a chance.
Yeah, but the Niners played gritty playoff football. Like that's why I didn't like the matchup for the Cowboys.
It was not
much
good. It was really
rather
not. Yeah.
for the Cowboys to play the
Anybody
Cardinals
else?
and the Bucs.
Anybody else?
I was actually upset when they got the 3 seed because I thought they had the 4
4 seed
seed
locked.
locked. I thought win or lose.
That 1%.
Yeah, so
Get
like
your ass
I
every
wanted, like that's why I'm mad now that we played Prescott against the Eagles, and he did what they've done to the NFC East. Like if we would have lost that game, we would have had a better chance to win 2 playoff games.
You know,
And the
experience for
narrative's
everybody
completely different.
else, and
Because you don't want to play the 49ers in the playoffs. Like they proved that last week. Like they didn't do anything great, but they find a way to stay in games.
I wasn't here for the recap for that, but you guys can move on with Zeke. He's just not good.
Thanks.
so I'm gonna
Preach to the
Like
choir. much?
Pollard is it, and get someone else.
Kellen
Paid
Moore.
way
How'd you
too
feel
much.
about my Kellen Moore take?
He got to go.
So overrated.
Get him the
I don't
hell
even
outta
care
here.
if he goes, but like
Quinn's
he's
gone.
He's overrated.
Which kind of sucks for you guys because like a defense started to really
Well,
do
that
some
was
stuff.
the other question.
And now
is
Quinn's gone.
He's gone. But like,
Who the hell comes in?
I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a lot of hot names out there that'll
Sean
come
Lee?
into Dallas because, right. But like, Quinn he's the hotter of the two between Quinn and Moore.
Oh, he should be like lava
But like,
to
does
that
that
ice
guy,
cube.
like, why does that? Ryan and I were talking about this. When you're a good coordinator, why do you necessarily want to become a head coach? Just
Well, I don't
strictly
think
money.
some of them don't, but some of them do. I don't think they all
Like Quinn's
do.
been a head coach,
Yeah.
and not as successful.
But he always wanted to be. He wants to be a head coach, and
So if you're the Cowboys,
I will
do
hate
you
him forever.
Fire
for the Super
McCarthy
Bowl.
and hire Quinn.
I think you take a shot at that. I really do.
Okay.
Now the thing is, I don't think Quinn he is not a coach that is going to have an owner dictate what he does. McCarthy is soft like that. Quinn won't do that.
All right, but that's why the Cowboys are what they are.
It's because of that.
Jerry Jones.
So I'm saying like if they offer it to him,
Yeah, but
would
he's
he
the
look at it?
defensive
But
coordinator for that guy.
It's a little different.
Is it?
A little different, I think.
But Jerry Jones, I feel like, is always trying to dictate offense more than he is defense.
I agree.
Like
but he really dictates the head coach.
I don't disagree with that.
So,
but Mark McCarthy's just okay being dictated.
So
got
this
ran
is
over by Rodgers.
This is the only thing
Don't disagree.
without going crazy into the weeds. It was edited February 11th of 2021, but these answers are from like 5 years ago. Only twice since 1990 has the number 1 or number 2 seed not been involved in a conference championship, and that was as of 4 years ago.
So that's 30 years, if that hasn't happened since then, which I don't really recall it.
And it was the 2006 AFC Championship, Colts, 3 seed Colts, 4 seed Patriots. 2008 NFC Championship, 4 seed Cardinals, 6 seed Eagles.
Right.
So
Yeah, that's legit.
yeah,
Legit. And of course, they are in the same division.
Huh?
Which I don't think at this point it matters, but it doesn't matter.
The Rams aren't losing that football game.
No, they're not.
And
They're not.
Garoppolo's not going to be healthy.
Garoppolo has to throw 45 times.
I mean, they're playing and here's the problem.
And maybe one pick.
It's going to be a San Francisco home game again.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Rams know that, though. Does that bother them?
I mean, it did last game.
What do you think the Super Bowl is going to be?
After they got 17-0. Well, Super Bowl's too many high-profile people. It just doesn't matter. Like,
They
you
would
don't
be quiet.
see
Unless
one
it's
way or
Casey.
the other.
What's the
I
Niners?
think Casey would be the only thing that would make a
that's true.
difference.
What's the Niners' weakness?
Yes.
Offense?
Football?
Their secondary, right?
I don't know.
Well, their secondary is pretty bad. Their corners are.
I mean, they only gave
Their
up.
corners
They only
are-
gave up 1 touchdown to Aaron
Right.
Rodgers.
So, do you not think Cooper Kupp and Odell are just going to run?
I mean, yeah, on a fast surface, I don't see how the Rams stop them. They're up 17-0 though, and
The
the
Niners stuff.
finale, and somehow the 49ers defense got really good all of a sudden.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know
That
what
was a
that
weird game.
was.
That was weird.
Because
It almost looked like they
you
just
realize
shut
the
down.
49ers should have missed the playoffs.
tough to beat a team 3 times in one
Safe
season.
should have been in.
Twitter. They should not be here.
They shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Right.
Like the Rams dominated that game and
Right.
somehow lost in
It's like
overtime,
they
and
just
then
stopped.
right.
That's what it
'Cause,
looked.
well,
It
like-
literally looked like they just went, "We're up, we're good." They're going to give up, and
But
they
then-
didn't.
And then I watched the Tampa game, and you're like, oh, they should have won that game
did
by
again.
a lot, and they didn't. And it's just like now, like, does that become a little bit of like seeping in from a mental standpoint?
I just
or
want
are
you to
they
know
like
from a Falcons fan, yes, it does. It happens
so intact, like
forever, apparently.
And now you've lost to the 49ers twice this year.
Yeah, I just
So
don't think
it's hard to beat a team 3 times. You know,
it's
they always say that.
really tough to
But,
beat
like,
sometimes.
In some ways, I'm like, who has a
But
mental
how
edge
did
right now?
Stafford play?
Because I beat
those 2 games?
you.
Stafford,
He threw 1 pick
He-
6.
he went 21 for
He's the-
32,
But that
238,
dude
3
doing that.
touchdowns and 2
Was-
One of his
picks.
favorite hobbies.
One
is
was
throwing
pick
picks.
6, though.
Except for
Yeah.
he's been nails in the
And
playoffs.
You guys,
Right.
he has been lights out in the playoffs. Not and
I mean,
talked about this.
nails.
Not even just the ball placement and all that. His audibles have been on point.
Right.
We talked about that last week.
He's running the ball when he needs to run the ball.
and he's throwing it
Him
when
and
he needs
Odell
to
are
throw
happy.
it.
They were hugging on the sideline. They were talking. Odell's happy.
There was 2 or 3 plays that it was like second and short, and it was a run play. He checked out of it, got 20 yards. 2
well,
or 3
like
times.
you look at him in Detroit, and like everybody keeps wanting to, like,
Which
oh, Detroit
he
was
did
so
the same
terrible.
thing.
And it's like he did the same thing in Detroit, but in the fourth quarter and when games mattered,
He is a stud.
that guy's
Always.
that guy. The moment is never too big
I
for
mean,
that guy.
Matt Ryan's better.
But that's part of why
Statistic.
he'll throw the second quarter pick 6, is because he's
Clearly
the
not in the
same
playoffs,
in the
he's
second quarter.
As he is.
Like, and they were talking about it in the broadcast that like the more confident he gets, the more likely he is to throw a pick.
Yeah.
Because his arm is so good that he's just like he thinks he can make any throw on the field. And in the playoffs, what he's done is he's actually taken a couple sacks that I don't think he would normally take, and taken in more checkdowns where like you see him go like, I really want to throw that ball, but I'm not going to. And so like if he can continue to do that, I don't see how San Francisco can beat them.
It's this makeup of this game is the same as I said last week. Well,
2
texted
weeks.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
text.
it because I was not here. However, what I was texting everybody about was the Rams just have to go score methodically and make San Fran play catch up. You make them play catch up, Garoppolo's not beating you.
No.
He's not.
No,
Tom Brady, he's not any of those
Jimmy
quarterbacks.
G's
He's not
doing
going
that.
to throw 50 times.
Except for they were down 17-0 and won in the regular season.
Yeah, but
That's playing catch up.
Yeah,
that was
that's
different.
That's a different.
And Jimmy G
This is for the playoffs.
Was a G
Super
late
Bowl.
in that game.
He was, but he has to be that
Jimmy
G.
G was a G. I
Early
like
in
that.
this
That's
game.
good.
And
Did you think of that when you're so?
So I was talking about this. Is Von Miller is healthy? That D line is now playing
Filthy.
Playoff football.
very, very efficiently.
They're filthy.
Let's put it that way.
Absolutely.
Across the board,
They're filthy.
they tore Tom Brady apart.
Right. They couldn't block him.
Right, but the thing is like the one thing that can negate that is a little bit of physical football. And Deebo Samuel, for a receiver, that dude
He's running back.
runs.
He's not a receiver. He's a running
That
back.
dude is a truck stick.
Who can catch?
He
Who
needs
can catch out in the
But
open.
I
Debo
think
Samuel
he's a
needs to
little
get
dinged
15
up.
touches.
He is
this
dinged
game.
up. He has to
a little
be.
rib,
He
little
was-
rib damage.
Kittle,
there.
How else-
Kittle's limping
what else
around
you gonna
too.
do?
Yeah.
So
There's no other way you're going to hang around with them unless
but also,
Debo touches the
so
ball.
we say
You got no other choice.
physicality and hitting people in the mouth
And then-
first sets a tone.
Right.
No other choice.
And then get it to
You're not telling me
Brandon
that
Ayuk
front
on the
four-
outside
Ayuk
sometime.
gonna do that in those first couple plays.
I don't see how the 49ers for 60 minutes of football, unless the Rams put the ball on the ground four times, which they've proved they can do.
We have to talk about that
because
yes.
I think
It's there.
That's
It's real.
I think the 49ers are built to win a game where the Rams put the ball on the ground four times more than the Bucs are even.
Yeah.
Because of how they hang around in games and how they would take advantage of that. So as long as they don't put the ball on the ground four times, I think the Rams win that game. But Jalen Ramsey got
burnt.
shown up
Yeah,
this
burnt.
last weekend.
Fucker got
and this
burnt.
wasn't
The what?
like
Fucker got burnt over live.
what
I said it like
keeps
what to give him
repeating,
a
right?
chance to
Right,
like.
then
Yeah,
he
he
goes,
did.
No,
He
he's
went
like,
louder,
just repeat.
louder.
Because he got burnt.
Louder.
What? He was useless. Jalen Ramsey probably should have stayed home this game and said, "You know what? I don't need to be here."
I think when I sent that,
burnt.
like
He
he had
wasn't
just
that
gotten
bad.
toasted.
What?
But the thing
You
wasn't
get toasted as a cornerback
No,
every
no,
now and
no,
again.
but that wasn't my
What?
thing. Is he was playing what I would call 12 to 17 yard off coverage for 70% of that game,
Just let me run hitches in
and
front
let
of you all
Mike
day.
Evans run hitches
all day.
And
The
Mike
same thing
Evans,
he did the week before.
as soon as he came up and pressed Mike Evans beat his ass deep.
Right.
And it's like if you can't,
So it wasn't
do
a couple
either,
times; it happened a lot.
then you're
that
getting
game.
toasted.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be a top 5 corner in the league. Except for we know that the Falcons have that guy.
He has number one baby.
Except for he didn't make a Pro Bowl. Did you see that
The math doesn't work there.
the Bills had 2 All-Pros, no Pro Bowlers, which I actually like.
We had a couple too.
The Chiefs kind of proved that.
Cordell Patterson was also not a Pro Bowl. Our kicker wasn't a Pro Bowler. Missed one kick all year. Anyways, again, that's the voting thing.
He's Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's-
The other two guys are black, so I don't understand how that works.
Well, I mean that's different.
We have to shout out Zay Robinson. He's on live right now. Can we see who's on live?
Oh, hold on.
I think we have a couple people watching us right
Are
now.
you talking about like
Can I-
Saturday Night Live?
No, Zay.
Wanwu didn't.
Pete Davidson?
Wanwu didn't
Yeah, we
make
got
it
three,
either.
We got 3 viewers right now.
Whoop,
Big Bear.
whoop. What's up?
Wanwu didn't make
Shout
the
out
Pro Bowl
Zay.
either.
We see
Yeah.
you.
I can't.
See you
Go
working
figure.
at Level Up. Standout performer at a 7-on-7 tournament.
My cousin must be watching. She thinks I might be going to the game. She's a huge Chiefs fan. Huge. Hi, Case.
Huge.
No, I don't know.
I'm
Gary
going
just
with-
might have some hookups.
I'm going with the Rams. Sorry, guys. Did we already talk about that?
What?
Did we already talk about our picks for this game?
No.
No.
Oh.
So go ahead, lead off.
Oh, Rams. No.
No.
Wait.
You don't like that hood?
Hold up.
Well, since
Wait a minute.
Wait. Here's
Fine.
what's
I'm
happening.
keeping it.
Can we break
I
down?
don't care. I don't care.
His gut said do it.
Nope. I'm going Rams. Money line.
Oh, hold on.
No, don't hit that one because I'm not. I like this
gonna
pick.
make me
No,
physical.
I'm not gonna feel sick. I think.
I mean, are you sure?
Here's the thing.
I don't trust the Niners. I don't trust the Niners.
Physically ill.
I'm going Rams under. Done. That's it. I'm changing this.
As you should. Or he just did. He just did.
Change me because I don't.
You just
I
typed
think
it
the
randomly,
Niners
didn't
stink. Sorry. I understand that.
I thought you changed it.
I did.
What was this? What's the Niners record against who they just beat?
Doesn't
It was
matter.
4-0.
Doesn't matter.
5-0.
Packers.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
4-0.
4-0 against the
Right.
Packers.
Well, that's
2-0
not the record against the Rams. is it?
2-0 against the
2-0
Rams.
this year.
This year.
Nah.
Nah.
No, they're not.
Nah.
No, they are, but I just
So the question is, can the Niners score 21 points?
No, they're going to score 23.
Have they in the last? When's the last time the Niners have scored 21 points?
They scored 23 against Dallas.
Well, that doesn't count. They were playing a JV team.
I mean, I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like,
So that doesn't count.
I don't
mean,
think
they just-
We're not counting their JV.
Okay, so
schedule.
the week-
their varsity games.
Okay, so the week
when
before-
they had varsity games,
The week before the Cowboys, they scored 27 against the Rams.
the Rams. The other
So they're scoring 20.
JV2.
They're scoring 20.
And then
The
23.
sophomore squad.
And then 23. And then, okay, there's 17. And then 31.
Here's
They're
the thing:
scoring 20.
the Rams are going to score 30 points in this game.
Yes.
If you think the Rams will score
Hang on.
30,
They're playing. They're scoring 30.
I don't.
I'm going over.
yeah, it's Rams.
Yeah.
I
Rams,
like
Rams. Over.
I said over.
Rams.
Give me Rams. Absolutely.
Omar, we see you.
Well, we don't actually see.
We don't
you,
actually see you, but
But we
You see us.
see us. I think
maybe.
maybe.
Anyways,
I got
Ryan?
Rams over.
absolutely. James J with the not Goonlock.
Because I don't think the 49ers are going to score that much.
What's the? Sorry, I don't even know what the
46 and a half. So Rams
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you.
Rams 3.5 point
That's
favorites.
what I was
46
thinking.
and a
30.
half.
If they score 30, it's over.
You got the over. Cole.
Yep.
And what are your other
Rams.
Rams?
Rams.
That's my Super Bowl pick, bud.
All right, Super Bowl picks.
Let's roll it.
So you started off. Rams your Super Bowl pick. Against who?
Rams Chiefs because
Rams,
it's the
Chiefs.
only game that has a chance to be as good. No, that's not even true. As good as the Bills Chiefs game.
It has an opportunity.
It has an opportunity because
the
the
only
Rams can
Last
get
time
out
they
it's
played,
the
they
only-
scored
Because
like
the Rams-
100.
Right.
because the Rams can get out big and then
Well,
the Chiefs can come back
right,
again.
but it's the
Didn't the
only-
Rams at KC at Rams score like it was like 58-54 or something?
Right. So that's
I
the
want one
only
of
game
those.
that has a
I
chance.
don't. I'm a defense player. That's
I
not how it
know.
should work. That's not.
But in my mind, so like that's where the heart is. But I also think that those are the two teams.
NFL's rigged.
I think
To
that
make it happen.
Well, I mean,
For the money?
Rams playing at
Rams
home.
playing at home. All those LA people coming out, putting a lot of dough
Right,
down.
all the LA people.
So based
coming out
off of our
because
money line
the same
picks,
number of people are coming out, no matter who's in the Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
based
I
on our
mean,
money line
it's
picks, we have
Casey.
the exact same Super Bowl.
But I think, like, I would love to see, like, I think if Joey B wants to go slinging around at the Super Bowl, like, I'm not going to be
Slang
mad
that
about
thing.
that. Like, that's what I love about the AFC
All right, so
quarterbacks.
who do we have in the
NFC quarterbacks are just garbage now.
Who do we have? NFC quarterback.
Chiefs,
Name-
Rams.
who's
I
the
have
second
Chiefs
best
winning.
NFC quarterback? Aaron Rodgers is number one. Who's the second best? Stafford?
Aaron Rodgers number
Stafford?
one. What?
No, Stafford.
number one NFC quarterback.
give me Stafford.
Aaron Rodgers is doo doo.
Stafford,
You're taking
Rodgers.
Stafford over Rodgers.
Yes.
I am after
Right.
what we just watched. Yep,
Dude, that's fine.
Sure am,
Baby.
Okay.
After the nonsense
okay.
we just
All right,
watched.
so, hey,
did you not watch that
Hey,
too?
You want to see
Were
Matthew?
you not watching the
Time out.
same?
Did you
football?
see
We were
Matthew
just-
Stafford play in 0-degree weather when it was snowing? Oh.
Did we not just see what just happened on
but
Sunday
he was
and
inside
Sunday?
a dome
Get
when
out
he
of
played for the
here.
Lions.
This is crazy talk.
Tell me Matthew Stafford does anything
Yes,
in 0
that's
degrees.
off-season
Get
talk.
out.
Can we do
Get
off-season
hell
quarterback
out
talk?
of here.
when we're talking about
Get
off-season?
out of here.
They sound
All right,
crazy.
who do you guys have in the
Colby.
Super Bowl?
You sound crazy.
Who do you have in the Super Bowl?
Chiefs are
Matthew
beating the
Stafford.
Rams
2
in the
weeks
Super
ago,
Bowl.
Matthew Stafford was your 9th favorite quarterback
Chief.
in the NFC.
That's
So you have
Daddy.
so you have Chiefs Rams.
drunk.
Do you guys? Everyone has Chiefs Rams.
Yeah, based off of
We
our
Google-
money line picks. Yeah.
But who?
Yeah, we Goonlocks. Who's going to the
I'm
Super Bowl?
changing my pick.
No, you can't. Too
Just
late.
imagine if you get Niners Bengals. Is anybody going to that game?
I wouldn't even watch it. I'd watch it.
My Grandma
wouldn't wanna
Marge.
watch it.
Grandma Marge is a
I would
Bengals fan.
not make as much food and stuff.
Right.
though.
I'm
wouldn't-
making
I-
a half a spread.
Yeah,
for
I'm
that
not going full
bullshit-ass
spread.
game.
I promise you that.
I would actually watch for Joe Burrow just to get the gang.
Right.
And then he
would.
does the
And
same
then
thing.
have the cigars. I love.
All right, so we-
I mean, the thing is I don't hate any of the teams that are left. Like, I like the personalities. There's personalities on every team that I would enjoy
Actually,
watching.
I take that
So-
back. I hate Mahomes' brother.
oh
And
my
how about his
Fiance.
wife?
The fiance.
They are the worst.
Those can get the F out of here.
Shooting the
They're the
champagne
worst.
out over the crowd.
I don't
The
want KC to win
worst.
because of them.
But then Mahomes is like, seems like
He's
a
a good
super
dude.
chill dude. Why is he hanging out with douchebags?
It's his brother and
Maybe
his
that's
wife.
really who he is.
He doesn't have a choice.
First of all,
What do you
sounds like-
mean? Last I checked, you
Fiance,
could
sorry.
Last I
Right now.
checked,
Baby mama.
He could
He
get
just
anybody
proposed
else.
to her.
last
He
I
can get
checked, you could
anybody else.
Yeah.
Man, you
Yeah.
can't drop her
That
because he's got a
person.
kid in her. I'm pretty sure right now. So.
Bang,
Oh, he's
bang,
the
bang.
kid.
He's got the money. He can do whatever he wants.
He's gonna
No.
pay.
He needs to drop his damn
You want
brother.
her to get
You ever
20
watch
mil a year.
Ballers on HBO? You can't do whatever you want.
Blake
I did. I
Griffin's
love
baby
that.
mama
They'll
had
take
the
your
most
money.
They'll take your money.
lucrative.
They'll take your money.
But the brother got to
Yeah,
go.
but they were never
Right.
You got to
It
cut
was
your brother.
insane.
Cut him out of the games.
You got to take him out.
Now put him in the press box. He can't leave. Security. All right. So we all have KC, LA.
KC.
You got KC winning it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
KC winning it.
Yep.
Ryo.
Rams.
Rams, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, I should take the Rams since I took the Rams and the Bills because then it would make me look better. I just don't like the Rams
Nothing
or the
can make you look
Chiefs
better.
Bills game. To me, was the Super Bowl.
I mean, it wasn't because you can't have AFC versus AFC. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but I want to watch Josh Allen play more.
Yeah. Well, now you're gonna watch Stafford and Mahomes.
I'm just
Put up
instead of
60.
watching the games this weekend, I'm just going to replay the Chiefs Bills game
With tears?
and try to hope for a different outcome.
With tears. All right.
All right, so let's.
Should we do a bet? What's up?
So since we have that, let's go score.
Can I get the Bills plus 5.5?
This can change a little bit next week because once we find out who's actually in the Super
Bad
Bowl,
bet.
but let's just go. Let's just go with our score.
Give me 32-27.
I'll give you plus infinity.
How much do you want to put down?
I'll cover it. I'll put a cent.
What's wrong, James?
What's that?
Did you just talk?
James went 32-27.
In the bowl?
Yep.
In the Super Bowl.
That's a really random score.
You're random, ho.
That's scoreagami. I
Scoreagami.
see
It is.
that.
Probably is score
Yeah, it might be. Hey, I won one of my Super Bowl or my playoff squares where you put $40 in,
Oh,
go
you
through
did?
the playoffs. In the Tampa game that ended up like 31-15 or whatever,
shoes
I had the 1 and the 5. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm winning.
Is that-
So I got my money back. So I was excited
Hey, there
for
you
that.
go.
So,
I
hey,
never
you know.
would ever
So
win
mad
those.
that's his name.
Who's next in line? Oh, it's me?
Look, I've got a live shot of us being live,
That's like some Inception shit.
right?
Like it. All right. Let's go. Let's go 52
52?
40.
One name? Who are you, Seal?
Bitch is going over.
52?
It's going
45.
to double overtime.
52 45.
50?
Let's go.
They're just going to kick a whole bunch of field
get
goals so they
at
have to
it.
keep
What?
going.
Murder?
I'm thinking safeties.
Murdered who? Murdered.
Murdered who? He was with me all night.
Oh, I got.
What was the comedy special? Go ahead. What was the comedy special you just quoted? Nobody knows, huh?
Huh?
Cat Williams.
Cat
baby.
Williams.
Thank you.
I know.
Pimpin' ain't pimpin'.
Murder.
I
Isn't
know.
it pimpin' ain't
Murdered
pimpin'?
who?
Murdered who?
I got 31-28 Rams.
Oh, man, that was great. Ryan,
No,
you're
this
good.
is
I
a
like him. He's
37 34.
This dude said 52 to
45,
45.
Probably the highest scoring Super Bowl
Chefs.
ever.
That-
Let's
that-
go.
The 50,
Let's go.
the 52 alone might be higher than what the total. No, the total's going to be pretty high in that game.
Absolutely.
It
Let's
might
go,
be 50.
baby.
Can we guess the total? Let's guess the total. Add a
Let's do the
line,
total.
homie.
What do you
Guess the
mean?
total.
Can you
Hey,
not
should we
add
guess?
two numbers?
Should we guess what it the
Nope.
line opens at?
Guess the thank you. Guess
Hey.
the opening total. Fool.
Hey.
It's not gonna be the
Oh,
total.
whole
that
time.
number.
I thought you
I
were
should
just
smack.
You should.
I should
Here.
smack the
Here,
shit out of
I'll
you.
do it myself.
I should smack the shit out of
Hey,
you.
Let's go.
Let's put money on it. $5. Whoever's closest to the total and the line.
If it's the Chiefs and the Rams, it's going to be 56 points.
Okay.
Total.
56 and a half or
55.
55 and a half?
What's the
spread?
number in
What's the
football?
spread?
55 and a half or
Spread.
56 and a half?
There's
Give me
no
the
way
spread.
it's going to be higher
the
than
spread.
54 and a half between the
you
Bengals
do
and
spread?
Chiefs this
Yeah,
week.
Yes, it absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the
Are you
spread?
high?
The Bengals.
Hold on, because
No.
he's high right now.
I mean, he
are
might
you
be.
high?
Did you give me
You
anything?
don't. No, you need to come to my car. You're gonna tell me.
That's what
for a
you
ride
think.
with me.
You're gonna tell me that Las Vegas thinks that the Cincinnati Bengals are gonna score more points on the Chiefs
Rams.
than the Rams.
Yeah.
No.
Based on 3 weeks ago.
Let's just do this.
Hey, hold time out.
No.
In this.
No. Let's just.
If you want to
Did
go
you
into
see the game?
No. Cole. Let's
Did you
just
see
go.
the game 3 weeks ago?
Cole.
out of here.
Cole. Let's just do this real quick because we're running out of time. Position by
earphones
position.
aren't working.
Position by position in these two games. Are you going with Joe Burrow or Stafford?
I love me some Joe Cool, so I'll
Stafford.
take Joe Cool
Stafford.
every day.
Okay. You going with Cam Akers
Or
Joe
Mixon?
Mixon. over Cam Akers?
I'll
Who's
give
the
me
way he's
both
played the last
Mixon
3
and
weeks.
Burrows.
Well, he fumbled twice last.
Mixon and Burrows all day. Not even.
I go
And then they're gonna
Stafford,
take
Mixon.
And then you're going to take Chase.
and then I'm going to take.
over Odell and Cooper Kupp.
No, it's not both. The Bengals have a fantastic
Name 'em.
receiving corps.
Please
Name 'em.
name the three.
Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd.
That's one. Tyler Boyd.
And Higgins. And those dudes get open. They get open.
That's a pretty good receiving core.
They get yards. They get 100-yard games. Multiple.
I'm not over OBJ.
I'm taking 56.5 points.
You're Higbee in there.
Van Jefferson
right
Jefferson?
now.
I know
You're
Jefferson
nuts.
is it,
They're
but
the same.
You're
It's a
nuts.
wash. It's
You're
a wash
nuts.
at best.
All right, D-line.
It's O-line. It comes down to O-line.
D-line.
O-line, D-line. Rams all day. That's
Both
the
sides.
difference. That's the only difference in those two teams.
DBs.
O-line, D-line, okay, whatever. It's not skill position. That's my point.
I mean, DBs are skills. And
Skill
to be fair,
what?
I
They're
think the front
unskilled.
seven's the skills of the fucking whole thing anyway.
Jeez, what?
The
Say it louder for those in the front.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Murdered who?
Yeah. Total
56.5 I want.
It's gonna,
You going 57?
when it opens up.
Do I hear 57?
What's it going to open? You're
Not at 50.
nuts.
Give me 54.5. Why the hell wouldn't it be the same number?
Just like it's always got to be one in the group, right? There's always one.
One of these teams is going to.
What do you want me to do,
Score
56
as
and a
much,
half?
And so
I
it's
just
gonna
don't
be Vegas.
I don't know how it wouldn't be a high total if
It's
going to
be high.
Rams. It's going to be
54 and a
high.
half is high.
That's not that high.
They're not going to go above 56.5 though on this line.
Not in the
to
freaking
start.
You
Super
haven't
Bowl.
seen a
Give me
spread
50,
that-
give me
no, not in
52 and a half.
Oh, look at you're yelling at me, and this guy's going 3.5 lower, and you're yelling at me. You
4 lower actually. He
3.5.
did 56.5. I did 52.
You did 56.
Yeah. Look at that. We all did. I like that. I just don't see. I don't see it opening, guys.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Give
Daddy
your
got a
buddy-
stat.
Hey, give your buddy a high five over here.
Daddy got a stat.
Highest
Last year,
opening
it was
line.
56. 2019, it was 54. 2018, it was 58. 2016, it was 58.5.
I just went 58.5.
Yep. 2018,
I
it was
think it opens up-
2016, it was 58.5.
Here's
So
my
I'm taking
logic.
the over because I have it at 59. That's
I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of points.
That's
You
just
should-
playing
you
my
should-
score.
nuts to
No,
think there's
what
not
you
gonna be a
should
lot
have
of
done
points
since you went last, you should have
total.
went 57.
I thought about it.
Little prices.
I
right
thought
now.
about it.
I would have.
The game in the 58.5, that was in
No,
2016.
I get it.
Was the,
But I think one of these teams is not going to score as what we think, and Vegas is going to open up lower. Then it's going to go higher up throughout the week. That's why I'm saying it opens at 52.5.
58.5 is mine.
It'd probably be 54. It'll
Gosh,
probably be 53 and a
How
half.
dare I be in the middle?
It'll probably be 53 and a half, and we'll be like, well,
This guy coming at me
guy.
over here.
all right, spread.
I think it's going to be Chiefs minus 2.5.
It's a home game.
I really like that one.
It's a home game. There's no way they
really
can.
like Chiefs 2.5.
There's no way
open.
they can give the Chiefs points in LA.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay,
they've won
I'm
the
gonna
Super
take
Bowl.
the Chiefs minus 2.5 if this was
Tell
actually.
me.
I like that.
Tell me
Are you
how many.
drunk?
Tell me
What is
how
the
many.
proof of that alcohol?
Tell me.
I haven't
Tell me.
I haven't done my our snacks.
Probably about 6 million.
Cole's drinking something in this bottle.
It's the
people.
bumble, baby.
That must
Well, I
be
mean,
8 million proof
this
because
bo-
he's talking
Don't
like
you
a
wanna miss
dum-dum
with the
tonight.
The
bumble?
bottle.
You're
was,
talking like a dum-dum tonight.
The bottle was full.
Don't you
when
wanna
we
dance
started.
with
It was
the
a new
big
one.
boys?
It was a new bottle.
Also, why do we? How many times have the Rams been
Time that one off.
home dogs?
Yep. Okay.
I'm back.
Oh my God.
I'm back.
Why would they be
down.
home dogs?
8 million proof.
Because this is super.
Why
don't
would
know.
the Rams be home dogs?
Because they don't have a home
Because
field.
it's a
I don't
Bowl.
disagree. I
I
just
get
don't
Vegas
see
wise. Yeah,
the,
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
Like that's what we're talking. Are we
just a
not
Super
talking
Bowl.
Vegas? Are we talking like Des Moines?
The reason they'd give it to KC is because KC's won a Super Bowl recently. Rams haven't been there. That's what they're going to start with. The
That's
question
what they're
is,
going to start with. You think they're going to start there? I think they might get there. I just don't think they're going to start there.
what, KC 2.5?
Yeah, I think it's going to I think it'll get there because I think that's where the money should go. I'm just saying they're not going to start there. We're talking about start opening lines, right?
Open lines. We really got to.
Oh, and now I'm getting called stupid
I
from
didn't
this
call you
guy.
stupid.
This guy, he's calling me drunk and stupid, and I mean I've been insulted.
Talking open lines. What's wrong with 56.5? What
No, we're talking about the spread, buddy.
yeah, 2.5.
But how's that game not going to start on LA in LA?
Just because it's in LA?
yeah.
Because I don't think the books are going to try to. They're going to try to trick
But
people.
why
into
wouldn't
taking
they?
I got
Chiefs.
Rams minus 1.5.
You think they're going to
Yeah,
go
like-
Chiefs and
Yep.
swing
I'm right
to
there.
Rams
Like-
later?
Yes.
He's thinking
If
the other
any,
way.
right.
I'm
If
gonna call
anything,
it-
it's going
I'm
to
gonna call
start
it a
Chiefs
pick 'em.
swing Rams.
I think it's going to open and pick them.
So let's look at the last
There's
spreads.
no way. I don't.
Last year against the Bucs, Kansas City was -3 against the Bucs Super Bowl last year.
In Tampa Bay.
2019, Kansas City was -1 over San Francisco. 2018, Patriots are minus 2.5 over the Rams.
So you're telling me that they just love
I have the
They
Rams.
just know the team. I don't think it has.
I have the Rams
I
minus
don't
1.5.
It's essential neutral. It's a
Wait,
neutral
they
spot. It's a neutral spot
I don't disagree.
in this
So
magnitude of a
last
game.
year, the Chiefs opened.
At 3 is minus
Are you
3.
trying to take a picture here? You should probably take a picture.
Chiefs playing the Super Bowl last year?
That's what this thing's telling me. They played the Bucs, 2020.
Got whooped.
Yeah.
No, who played in 2021? This year's 2022.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think of it that way. I always
It
think
was Bucs Chiefs 31-9.
that's the 2021 Super Bowl.
Okay.
This is the 2022 Super Bowl for the
Right.
2021 season.
right,
That's
right,
what screws you. I
That's
get
right.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cole went pick
And
line.
Kansas City
Pick 'em.
opened as -3.
Yep. Last year they did.
Give me can't see -3.
Yeah.
Same
or
damn thing.
Minus 2.5. I don't.
No, 3 because then I
Yeah.
win.
That's fine. But I
Yeah,
like
but
2.5.
But the
Sorry,
Bucs
guys.
were what seed last year? Were they 4 seed?
1 or 2?
No. They were lower than that. Remember, they rallied late.
That's the only thing that makes
They were
this
the
tough for
wild
me.
card
I don't remember.
because they played on the road against nobody because there was nobody in the stadiums.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the only thing that makes this tough for me is that the Chiefs are the 2 seed, even though they have the exact same record
Right.
and have both beaten
To
quality
be fair,
teams
we're
to get
taking
here.
wild
Different stuff.
guesses because now if we said this at the end of these games,
Story, I think these are good guesses, honestly.
but I think I like them.
Yeah. Because I really
Ryan,
think
what
these
do you
two
have?
teams
You
are
had
gonna win.
-1.5.
I got Rams minus 1.5.
Okay, let's go. What do you think? Okay, let's go ending spread.
No, that's too aggressive.
How's that?
Talk about that next show.
Not we don't have to say
By
what the
then, we
number
can
is,
just-
but we could say, what do you believe it? Where do you think the money goes towards the end of the week? That by Tuesday.
Money goes to Kansas City.
Kansas City. If
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City wins, the money's going to be on them because they've been there.
But I don't see the
Money's
I don't see
on
the
them, but where's it
spread.
move?
I think the
Where's the money
ending spread.
moving?
I think ending before the
Do you ever
game,
think it
Kansas
ends?
City minus 3.5.
Like, do you think it gets to 3.5?
Oh, it's too much.
I don't think
Unless
it
the
can ever
Rams
move that
just
far.
drop
That's
the
why I don't
ball.
want. That's why I don't think it'll start there because I think it's going to
Biggest
move
spread we've
that
seen,
way.
I think it's going to move towards
4.5, 4.5.
It'll move towards
And I
LA.
think the total will move up as well. But I just don't think it's
So-
going to start
so this
there.
is why-
Giants.
That'd be the
This is
spread.
why I think
Patriots
That'd be the
is
spread if
14.
you and I wrestled right
it
now.
moves towards LA because there's a
You don't wanna
bunch
catch these
of
hands, boy.
celebrities and everything that are Rams,
wanna catch these hands.
LA fans, not Rams fans,
Don't want to
that are going to bet when they usually don't bet, and they're going to go, and it's going to be heavier on LA. I think that it's going to move towards LA because of Hollywood, essentially.
Yeah, but I think that a lot more of LA.
That's retail, and we say
LA
retail
might
doesn't
be,
move, but that's not retail
Yeah,
money.
but Mahomes might be more LA than Stafford.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
But
TikTok.
OBJ.
Because of the T-shirts. Because
TikTok.
of like, who's a bigger celebrity? Who's the biggest celebrity in a Chiefs Rams game? Mahomes.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's OBJ.
It's OBJ.
It's,
think it's
it's
OBJ.
Jackson Mahomes. It's Mahomes' brother.
OBJ.
He's the biggest celebrity in
That's
that
a good
game.
point, too.
OBJ.
Yeah.
It's OBJ.
Like, right.
And now he's starting to play better football.
think he's
People are starting to like
bigger?
him more.
OBJ's more
Bigger than
LA than
Mahomes?
anyone
Yeah.
else on either team.
Exactly. He's real. That's LA. It's OBJ.
OBJ.
His hair is
Kelsey actually
earrings.
might be bigger LA than Mahomes. Actually,
I would
like-
go OBJ, Kelsey.
But
I
like
don't- it
people
doesn't
love
matter at that.
Mahomes because of what you can do with his name.
But that's because
but
we're in the
they hate his
Midwest.
Mahomie, baby.
That's
They hate
we're in
his
the
family.
Midwest.
Mahomie.
Think about we're in the
Yeah, but
Midwest. That's Midwest stuff.
Time out. People in LA probably don't hate his family. They feel like they want to be his family.
Yeah. Just sitting on there taking TikToks and all that money.
I mean, his wife acts like an LA
Influencers?
broad.
I know,
and
but
his
not Mahomes.
investors?
brother acts
Maybe
like
even
a
you.
TikTok. Yeah, right.
But like we're seeing all that, we see all of the Midwest stuff. They're not seeing the State Farm ads and Hy-Vee ads. They're not
Why?
seeing those.
Why?
They're not seeing Mahomes. It's gonna be.
Dad, are you
it's
gonna
gonna be
invest
OBJ.
or what?
It's gonna be OBJ.
All right. Well, I think that's
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
pretty solid right there, if you
we're
ask
good
me.
here. Good show, guys.
Go Rams.
I switched my pick from Ryan
Xander
Palmer.
Schauffele, let's go.
I changed my pick from Ryan Palmer to Willie Z. And that's where I'm keeping it.
I like that.
I have done
Zalatoris.
zero.
Sorry, guys. I changed it
I'm
to Willie
getting.
Z.
I think I'm just getting him out of the way early.
Who? Don't say somebody big. You better not say Dustin or Hideki
No.
or
You
anyone
know,
of that
I told
magnitude.
you. I told you.
He's gonna do it.
I told you.
He's gonna do
Who?
it.
He's the 25th ranked
Oh,
golfer in the
Patrick
world.
Reed.
P. Reed.
Yeah, Reed's fine. Reed likes this place, which is fine. Yeah.
I went Xander. I went big time this week.
He's got 5 straight 25s, top 25s, T19 of the U.S. Open that was here at the same course last year.
I've done
Patrick Reed's
I've done
a good
zero
pick.
research.
I know Research is overrated.
When's it start?
I
Do I have to make this
did
tomorrow?
research last week, and
Tomorrow by 11
I have
a.m.
a
11 a.m.
flight
tomorrow.
At 6. That means I have to pick. Damn, I have to pick tonight.
Matt Wolf was my
Ryan, take
research
us
last
out.
week, and I was mad.
All right, as always, everybody, like,
missed it. I
subscribe,
missed the
follow,
cut.
share. We appreciate you
So
guys.
bad.
Talk smack. Who are your guys' Super Bowl picks? Who do you got this weekend?
Keep talking smack
Was
on
the-
TikTok.
Was the Bills
TikTok.
was the Bills Chiefs
It's
game
nuts with
the
shit
best
talking.
game
You
of all
guys know that?
time?
Have you
What do you guys
seen
think?
No, I try to stay away from that.
Well, I'll show you something because it's nuts.
We out.
Out.
We out here.
It's time